Hi everybody, this is Teresa from Little Trees Treasures. Yes, my screen is black. Yes, I am aware. No, there is nothing to see for this video. I would just like to have a little chat and a little rant. First off, I know there are some ladies out there who are struggling. And one in particular whom I am blessed to have gotten to know a little bit, and I hope to get to know her better in the future. I got to know her a little bit better last week, and to all of you, my heart goes out to you. Big hugs. You know, if you're on my Facebook, you have my cell phone number, you have, my email, whatever. You need to chat. Text me, email me. I will do my best to reply. I'll be the first one to admit I'm not perfect. Be the first one to admit I'm not the greatest at keeping in touch. But if you email me, I will do my best to email you back or comment or text or whatever. All of you are in my heart. And I know everybody who is a subscriber here knows that I have things that I struggle with also, and I 110% appreciate every one of you. I appreciate the comments, the love, the community. It is sad that sometimes life has to bring tragedy to bring people together, and a lot of us in the community have realized just how much everybody else in the community means to them more recently, because of a tragedy. And I want to make sure that all of you know that I love you all dearly. I look at that same moon that you do. I look up at the stars, and I am blessed to live out in the country where there is less light pollution and I can actually see the stars. And the reason why I tell you to look up and look at that moon and look at those stars is because for so long in my life I never did. I never stopped to smell the roses. I never stopped to appreciate the cloud that looked like a turtle. I never stopped to watch nature, to listen to nature. And nature is such a beautiful healing thing. If one of my kids is struggling and they're having a bad day, I look at them, if the dog needs to go out, and I say, you know what? You're going outside with the dog. You need some nature. You need some fresh air. And they go outside and they hug the huge pine tree that's out in the front yard, which they call Uncle Tree. And it makes them feel better, They'll all happily admit they're tree huggers. They love nature because they're learning at an earlier age than I did to appreciate the beautiful small things in life. And I think that's just amazing. And It's one of those things that I am so glad that I get to teach my girls at an earlier age. So there was another reason that I wanted to make this video, and I'm going to tell you. I have had the pleasure to be able to join some of the Zoom chats that have been going on, and I really like going. It is a totally different environment than YouTube, where you comment back and forth, on a private message, it's totally different, and you get to know people on a totally different level. And I highly appreciate that. Now, there are a few drawbacks. When there gets to be a lot of people in the room, it gets tough for everyone to be able to say their piece. I've noticed that a lot of times there are people who try and start saying something or whatever, and they just get talked over, ignored, whatever, and that bothers me. If you interrupt someone and you just keep talking, that's just rude. I'm sorry. Just flat out rude. You have absolutely no consideration and no care for the people that are in the room with you if you think this is all about you. Zoom chats are about the group, and everybody needs their chance to say something. That's why they're there. They're not there to just listen to one person blah, 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 blah the whole time. I've also noticed that, there are certain people who not only interrupt, but they tell the same stories over and over and over. And I have to lay credit to all of the other ladies that are on these chats for not saying something. I'm sorry, but these type of people make me not want to join Zoom chats. It has gotten so bad that there are people who host Zoom chats that I know that don't even want to anymore because of these people. They're so rude. Now, there's a bit of understanding when there's animals, children, whatever involved in the background, and you can't always control that. But that's why you have a mute button. Mute it. If there's enough background noise and things going on, mute your microphone. And don't be rude. This is not a show for you. If you want a show, start a YouTube channel. If you want everybody to just listen to you the whole time, start a YouTube channel. But holy crap, take your head out of your rear, because the planet revolves around the sun, not you. I realize there are people who are stuck home alone and, whatever. But you don't have to constantly, every single time, be rude. There are so many ladies that I've heard and seen be cut off by other people, and they are too nice to say something. They're just too nice to say something. I'm sorry. I am not that person. So here's me putting my foot down for all of the other ladies in these chats. Because you know what? Stop it. Because I am about 2.5 seconds from losing my temper right now. And if it continues to happen, I'm not only going to not go on Zoom anymore, but if I do, I will probably lose my temper on you. And I really don't want to do that. I have a very hard time controlling my temper as is. And I really don't want to put that out there to everybody. Because it's not pretty. So, please, for everyone in the room, and even including you, yourself, don't be rude and cut people off. Validly listen to other people. That is how you make connections. That's how you make friendships. If you can't listen to other people when they speak, they're going to stop listening to you. And, you know, I don't know what else to say except for just stop being rude, because I know I'm not the only one that's bothered by it. There are other people that I haven't talked to about it that I'm sure are probably upset about it because they get interrupted a lot. And, you know, today I was on Zoom and I had my microphone muted almost the entire time because I knew 9 chances out of 10 I wasn't going to be able to talk much anyway if I did. There was a lady trying to talk to me and ask me a question, and I barely got like a second and a half to answer her. Barely. It's just crazy. Why? I don't get it. I'm sorry. I was raised a certain way, and if I didn't follow the rules, it wasn't just you're grounded. It was come over here, I'm going to beat your butt till you can't sit for 2 weeks, and then on top of that, you're grounded. Now go to your room. It's not a pretty way to be raised, let me tell you. Not pretty, but I learned my lesson. Yeah. Every once in a while, I unknowingly be rude, and if I realize it, I will turn around and I will apologize. I'm sorry for being rude. I mean, seriously, it's common courtesy. Do people not learn people skills anymore? Like communication skills? Isn't that part of what we learn? Just don't be rude. Now, I'm going to take a deep breath because I need one. I'm going to bring it back down. I'm sorry for this rant, but I needed to get it off my chest, and I needed to get it out there in the world, not just for me, but for the people who have not spoken up yet. These are my feelings and what I've heard from other people, what their feelings are. And I don't know about the rest of the ladies. I can't speak for them. But on the Zoom chats that I'm part of, I would like to make connections with more people and get to know more different people. And I thought that that was kind of part of what it was for, is to be able to make those more personal connections. And I think that was the intention behind the whole thing, is to be able to get that instant feedback. Be able to talk to and chat with people who don't necessarily have a channel, or who do have a channel, but you're going to see a different side of them than what you see on their channel, because, you know, we all do our best to not swear, keep our opinions, you know, to whatever. You know, there's a lot of things that go into having a channel, and you are kind of, you know, expected to be a certain way or whatever. Or you know, you want to put the best you out there, you know, and you're not getting a totally different person, but you're getting only the parts that they're willing to share with you on a video. Do you understand? I hope you all understand what I mean. And I'm not meaning to offend anyone. I'm not speaking for anybody else but myself here, just to make that very, very clear. But, you know, there are some ladies that are on some of these chats that I would like to get to know better. And I don't get that opportunity because of other people who are rude. And I don't want to miss that opportunity. I don't want to miss getting to know amazing people because of a few people. And that's kind of what it seems like sometimes. I feel like I'm missing out because somebody else feels that, you know, they need to talk more, or, you know, whatever. So this has gone on long enough. Oh my gosh, almost 17 minutes. But I feel a lot better. I feel like a weight has gone off my chest. In 2 days, I go to court, and that's stressing me out. My whole birthday thing at the beginning of the month stressed me out. We just had my oldest daughter's guinea pig passed away on Sunday. There's other things and potential different new mental diagnoses coming into the house and in different people, and we're trying to get that all sorted out. And our elderly neighbor has been gone for 2 weeks. She was taken by ambulance, and I've been worried about her, and it's just very unsettling for me to look out the window when it's dark and her house is dark. Her house is never dark. And we got to go see her today, and it filled my heart with joy being able to see her and give her a hug and know that she's okay. It may take her quite a while to get home, but she is right here in town, a few blocks away at the nursing home. So if I'm really missing her, I can always grab my crochet and go over there and sit with her, and she can cross stitch and I can crochet and we can chat. So, but, you know, that's just, you know, a fraction of the craziness that's kind of been going on here. And, you know, I just wanted to address this because I don't want to keep thinking about it. I don't want it to continue stressing me out. And I want to throw it out there so that if other people feel the same way, they feel like they can have a voice too. They can voice their opinion too. Because it's okay. It's okay to have your opinion. And it's okay for other people to have a different opinion. That's totally fine. It's just that when you don't respect other people's opinions, and you don't respect the fact that other people are allowed to have other opinions, that's when you run into an issue. So, as we see spring coming, still, you know, look for those signs. Look for those little budding flowers that are actually weeds out in your yard. look for when the dragonflies start coming back out, because they're beautiful. And enjoy the warmth of the sunshine, and enjoy the beauty of the moon and the stars, because we all share that. The same moon that I look at is the same moon you look at. It just be maybe at a different time if you're on another side of the planet. But that same moon that you're looking at, I'm looking at that moon too. And I'm thinking of you. Love you all. Have a good night, day, afternoon. Bye.